Hello, my name is Hugh Jones. I'm the module coordinator for Film 2015 Contemporary British Cinema. This is a short video tour of my Blackboard site for that module, which was one of the winners of the 2021 Blackboard and VLE Awards. On the front page for the module Blackboard site is the announcements, and it's in the announcements that I would post a message each week to the students outlining the topic for the week and the tasks that they should complete by the end of the week. So typically involving watching a recorded lecture, completing a series of research tasks, which they could do in the module discussion folder of the Blackboard site, and watching one or two screenings in preparation for the seminar. They could find all these learning resources in the weekly resources page on Blackboard, which was organised chronologically by week. And in each of these folders is a summary of the topic, links to the week's film screening, which they could watch via Boxer broadcasts, links to the required reading, which is usually available via WebCat, links to further reading, the recorded lecture, lecture slides, seminar slides, links to the module discussion folder, and any other useful resources, such as in this case a Boxer broadcast playlist of key films by British women filmmakers. So most of the key resources, as I said, were in the weekly resources folder. The module information folder had general information about the module. There was a module outline which students could download and print off. The university's module profile with information about the aims and learning objectives, and a film studies undergraduate handbook with general information about the film department. The recorded sessions folder contained the video lectures, which again were organised week by week. There are also some other resources such as guidance videos for the two assignments for this module. The film screenings tab took students through to a Boxer broadcast playlist of the required screenings and additional screenings for this module, which they could watch in their own time via Boxer broadcasts. Reading list took students through to a Tallis reading list, which had been set up by the library, and they could get access to digitized copies of the week's readings. The seminars will run in Blackboard Collaborate, but at the start of the year we weren't quite sure whether students' internet connection would be reliable enough to run seminars live online in Collaborate. So I also set up these module discussion forums where students could post their responses to the weekly seminar tasks. So typically I give students 3 questions to answer per week, and they could then post their response. And these became a really useful way for students to prepare for the seminars, to interact with each other, and also for me to provide some informal feedback on how students were progressing through the module. Typically we'd get about 50 or so posts per week from a class of 30 students. The assignment information page has information about the 2 assignments for this module, including things like assessment criteria, marking rubrics, and a guidance video, as well as links to further help and support from things like the university's academic skill hub. Staff information provides information about my office hours and a link to a website where students could book one-to-one tutorials with me to discuss their assignments. There are also links to other websites in the university, such as the Academic Skills Hub, where students could find information on things like essay writing skills. And a link to the library. And then finally, information about Blackboard if they needed any help navigating the site. Hopefully that gives you an idea of this module Blackboard site and how it's been organized.